Across Uganda, young women living with HIV, displacement and disability have long been left out of conversations about their rights. But through the We Lead program, they found their voice and each other. And these are their stories. In Uganda, more than 170,000 adolescent girls and young women are living with HIV. But for many, their diagnosis comes with something far worse: shame, stigma, silence, and self-denial.
By that time, I had a lot of self-stigma yet, so I would never talk about my status to anyone. I would literally say, I'm just volunteering at the hospital. I have nothing to do with those people. So the whole time people were talking, I was literally stigmatizing everyone. Be like, how do you talk about HIV so openly? Like, what are you doing?
But across Terego, Arua, Gulu, Amuru, Kamuli, Jinja, Busia and Tororo, young women are breaking that silence and reclaiming their future.
Kubanga ekisooka nali sisobola kweyogerera ngazi. Wilidi enyambe nnyo okuntumbula nange okunteeka ku mutindo nange nendabikako ng'omuntu. Omuntu n'akulaba n'agamba ekituufu asaana naye nga luli nga bwe bakulaba nga bagamba baba abasimba kasooli. Abasimba kusima waliwo kasooli gwe bayita panado. Bagamba baba abasimba empeke za panado. Olw'okuba kimba olw'okuba omira eddagala. Neze nebaza nnyo ASHWA ne Wilidi. Kubanga ekintu kye bakola mu bulamu bwange kinene nnyo. N'abaali bansekerera ku kyalo nga baŋŋamba mbu ndi infected, siina kye nsobola kwekolerera. Ssaawa zino nakugambyeko baagala neesimbawo n'okwesimbawo mu kubwa kansala. Naye nabagambye musooke mulindeko, wali nga temwanjagalanga, lwaki kati munjagala ssaawa zino?
With the help of NAFOPHANU, UNYPA and ASHWA, the We Lead program trained over 1,500 young women living with HIV as peer buddies, counselors, advocates and youth advisory committee members.
In Terego, we had a chance that HIV and SRHR integration were incorporated in the district monitoring tool. And we believe that the fact that it's part of the things that the district is supposed to monitor and assess performance of the health facilities as well as the health workers, we believe that is sustainable even at the end of the project, that will remain. And it's something that we are proud of in that district.
One major success, Wandi Health Center 3 has a well-equipped pharmacy serving young women and now leads in youth-friendly HIV care in Terego district.
Our youths fear to pick drugs together with the adults. So we had a way forward, and then we had to open a main pharmacy which is independent. It is some distance from the HIV art clinic. It is only for the youths. So that one made us to help the youths. And now as I talk now, when the youths come, they know where the corner is. They are free. They go to that corner and the main pharmacy, and we serve them from that main pharmacy. They come and pick their ARVs and they go back.
Advocacy didn't stop at the health facility door. Girls partnered with the rights holders, ASHWA and local government to influence SRHR policy at the district level.
I think what this program really did for me was it provided me with knowledge and information, lots of it, right from how to talk to my fellow peers. I really didn't know that, so they gave us a bit of capacity building trainings from evidence collecting to talking about how do you communicate about maybe menstrual health, how do you talk about HIV, how do you talk about the different family planning methods.
Right now we are sitting at tables of decision makers confidently and voicing out our experiences to amplify our voices and challenge all these structures that perpetuate violence against young women and adolescent girls in Uganda.
They were once defined by their diagnosis. Now, they define the future of inclusive SRHR in Uganda.
But because of the We Lead program, we've been able to now strengthen our M&E component in the organization through the different capacity strengthening activities the host organization has supported us in.
I will still front the issue of mindset change, and mindset change has been very key for us, and also appreciating intersectionality of issues, not only looking at HIV, but also appreciating other issues that affect young women and the different categories, working with the different categories of young women.
From stigma to strength, from silence to leadership, these young women are not just surviving HIV, they are leading through it. For many young women with disabilities in Uganda, silence is not just about speech. It's about being left out of conversations that shape their future. But through the We Lead program, that silence is being replaced with knowledge, pride, and powerful leadership.
Nga sina joininga group ya We Lead, obulamu tebwali bulungi era tebwali bwangu. Lwaki? Bakubanga twali twetya. Nga tetusobola kwejjayo fefeka. Nga twetya nga tugamba nti kati wenejayo bajja kungamba nanaka kalemba nako kavuddeyo katugamba ki. Kati obulamu si bulungi, obusosoze bwali bungi ku kyalo mwe tubeera. Nfunyemu empowerment bampadde obuvumu nti nange nsobola okuyimirira mu lujjudde lw'abantu nembeerako kye mbagamba. Kati ni mu community njogeddeko n'abantu abalala nembagamba nedda abalema nabo bantu, abantu abaliko obulemu nabo bantu.
In Busia, Jinja, Tororo and Kamuli, We Lead program reached over 500 girls with disabilities through inclusive sexual and reproductive health sessions featuring sign language and accessible materials. These young women have become advocates of change for inclusive sexual and reproductive health and rights in their communities, homes, health facilities, and at policy influence.
We Lead can now talk. Before We Lead came, actually we just seated at the back. We didn't have a voice, but now we can claim for our sexual reproductive health rights. We can go to hospitals, health centers when we are sick, and they treat us.
I've achieved the ordinance where we successfully have a functional ordinance, major community district, local government, ordinance major looking at the sexual reproductive services for women and the young girls in the community society. They can access services, health services, where there is no discrimination, that all the time they come, all services are provided to them.
More than policy, what's changed is mindset. Young women with disabilities are not waiting for the world to open doors. They are building their own entrances.
In the communities where we have worked, we found women who could not even mention their names. Women had resorted to having their babies in the households, in the gardens, just because they wouldn't stand up to duty bearers or health workers when their rights were being abused.
Before, we didn't even have young people on our board, our organizational board, but after the project we were able to look at young people as a resource that we can also have in our board, in among the staff members, and this has really worked because some of them have been part of the projects that we implement. and it has given us a new direction.
From exclusion to leadership, from quiet whispers to speaking out, these young women haven't just found their voice, they are changing the narrative around their sexual and reproductive health and rights. When war and conflict force you to flee, it's not just your home that's left behind. It's your future, your safety, and often your rights. But in the heart of displacement, hope can take root. In Arua and Terego, young women are rewriting their stories with dignity and determination.
Since we are near the border, there are also some people, some young girls, they're also suffering around those areas of Congo, but they also share our facility. When they're sick, they come to here. And at times when they also go there, health workers, they cannot attend to them. Okay, the achievement I just gained is now, since I gain more knowledge, whereby when I go to communities, at the first I cannot stand on 5 people. I cannot stand in front of them, talk like that. But at least now we lead the program, at least I've now learned I can stand in front of 1,000 people to teach them or to tell them anything they want.
This lead came into the host where I am now the right holder. I really enjoyed it because I have the knowledge of making reusable parts, and I can now also get money out of it.
These young women have become empowered not only to demand for inclusive SRHR services, but are making informed decisions.
I will give an example of governance. We had a lot of issues when it came to governance, and the We Lead program really helped us with this. They helped us with setting up a board and identifying different structures to do with governance that helped us.
But we've also had development of an inclusion policy, which we believe is really something that would take our programming to a whole different level. So we've had, with all these things, especially targeting our structures as an organization, it has strengthened even how we position ourselves to source for more funding, but also the quality of the programs we execute within this project and beyond.
From trauma to transformation, these young women have proved that even in the most fragile places, strong movements can grow and strive.
It's a vote of gratitude to our funders, that thanks for not materially supporting us, but richly impacting us with knowledge, wisdom, confidence, strength that we never had, and for supporting us, mentoring us through all corners. Where we had no courage, now we have our heads high. We have hopes that we matter, we can. I can do it as a girl.
They were displaced, but they are not lost. They are leaders taking root and rising.